Good evening. I'm TIANA with the Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. The Trinidad and Tobago government accepted bid recommendations for 6 of the 8 onshore oil and gas exploration blocks, setting the stage for award to be disclosed as soon as this week. The Caribbean nation has pushed to expand exploration to conquer declines in its oil and gas production. A decision to award license was taken by the country's cabinet on Thursday on the recommendation of Trinidad and Tobago Energy Minister Stuart Young. The Energy Ministry expects to pursue negotiations with companies that bid on the 2 unawarded blocks to gauge whether they might improve their offers. Next, we tell you that a court in El Salvador sentenced former President Mauricio Funes and his justice minister to more than a decade behind bars for their ties to criminal groups and failure to comply with duties, the Attorney General office said on Monday. Funes was sentenced to 14 years and his former Justice and Defense Minister, David Munguia, to 18. Funes, who governed from 2009 to 2014 and lives in Nicaragua, was granted Nicaraguan citizenship in 2019. The Nicaraguan constitution holds that no citizen may be extradited. El Salvador has been living under a state of emergency declared by the government of President Nayib Bukele for more than a year. The measure, which has led to the arrest of more than 68,000 people presumed to be gang members, is widely popular among Salvadorans, but it has been criticized by human rights groups citing arbitrary arrests, torture, and deaths of prisoners in custody. We close with news from Venezuela. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro and Brazilian leader Luis Lula da Silva on Monday assailed the U.S. sanction against Venezuela, and Maduro said he hopes a regional South America summit in Brasilia will call for their removal. Lula called the U.S. sanctions extremely exaggerated and criticized the United States for denying the legitimacy of fellow leftist Maduro, who was considered by Washington an authoritarian leader who was not allowed free elections. The Venezuelan president also said his country wants to be part of the BRICS group of leading emerging nations, which Lula said he would personally favor. Lula said he argued with the United States and fellow Social Democrats over Maduro's legitimacy and the 900 sanctions Venezuela faces. Quote unquote, "I think it is really absurd that they deny that Maduro is president of Venezuela," he said. Thank you for watching. I'm TIANA. See you next time.